That's biochar made out of hazelnuts.
Okay.
And so, for example, if you made a tree into biochar, 50% of the carbon dioxide that the tree took in during its life is converted into a stable form of aromatic carbon. And so this charcoal lasts a really long time in the soil, essentially. It's a soil amendment, and therefore it slows down how fast the carbon dioxide is in the atmosphere.
Okay.
And so it's said to have a half-life of hundreds to thousands of years. However, there's a lot of discrepancy in there. So what I did was I made biochar in the stove that I built.
You built this stove?
Yeah, it's a top-lit updraft stove.
Okay, nice.
And so it performs pyrolysis. So I made biochar out of a few different feedstock, and I did tests in a lab to see how fast they degrade, because you want it to last in the soil the longest. So I did different tests to see how they break down in relation to each other.
So you tried different materials to make your biochar to see which one would be optimal. And what were your results?
I saw that Douglas fir was the best material.
Douglas fir would be optimal. So what would be the practical application of this, assuming that we continue to pursue your theories? What would be the potential practical application?
It would be put in the soil as a soil amendment, because it's really good at neutralizing pH. And it also works as a method of bioremediation of stormwater, so it has two different applications. Well, because I always hear about the increasing carbon dioxide emissions, so I wanted to look into natural methods of... Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go see some of your fellow...
They're really impressive.
I know they are. All of you are impressive. What are you talking about? What's your name?
I'm Julie.
Hey, Julie. How you been? What's your last name?
I'm Julie Shee.
Where are you from, Julie?
I'm from Williamston, Michigan.
Williamston, Michigan.
Yeah.
Spencer Anderson.
Spencer, are you guys part of a team?
Yes.
So
Yes.
go to the same high school?
Yep.
What grade are you guys in?
I'm actually a freshman at Michigan State now.
Okay, you just
last
graduated. Okay.
I'm a senior at high school right now.
All right. So what do we got here? The Williamston High School inventing.
Yep.
What did you invent?
We invented the ORCA system, or Offshore Recurrent Alert System for short. And basically we found that, being from Michigan, we have all those Great Lakes around us, and we go swimming in the summer. We found out that rip currents were like a surprisingly big problem.
Right.
Last year, about 100 people drowned, and a third of them were due to rip currents. And a lot of it's from lack of education. People panic, and it doesn't end well and everything.
Right.
So we wanted to invent something that would alert people if there was a rip current.
If there's a rip current coming in.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, and there's not anything really in place right now.
Nothing on the market out there.
Yeah, it's just a little flag that's saying like when there's dangerous weather conditions and when you shouldn't be swimming, but people ignore that.
Well, because it's not specific to rip currents. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So what do we got?
So this is our sensor module. In here we have a flow meter, and this whole sensor
so
module.
would we submerge this? Or?
Yeah, this whole sensor module will be down in this part in the buoy.
Okay. So the buoy, we're dropping out the buoy in here.
Right. This is
into
just
the water.
a standard swim area marker buoy that you see along any public beach.
Right.
And the idea is to sort of replace those current markers with our buoy, spaced out every 50 feet or so. And so as the water flows in, we have our sensor detects how fast the water is moving through, and when it's moving fast enough, it flashes the light and beeps the siren to alert swimmers that there's a rip current there.
That's great.
Yeah, solar powered too.
Yeah,
And solar powered.
Yeah.
And
So
so
so when are we going to start getting this adapted around the country?
we still have a few problems so far. We've tested this in a flume at University of Michigan, and we sent water through it and measured the speed and determined that this works properly. The next step is to put this in the buoy and test the entire buoy in a wave tank and then in a real life lake situation.
So we haven't gotten to that phase yet.
Not quite.
And would we anticipate that, assuming this worked in a lake situation, that this might have applications in oceans and beaches?
Absolutely. There's some differences involving like freshwater versus saltwater, but we can adapt it to that and definitely get it along the oceans as well.
Oh, this is great. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So you're a freshman where?
Michigan State.
Michigan State, smart.
Yep.
Are you going to continue to pursue your scientific interest?
Yeah, I'm studying computer science.
Excellent. And where are you going to school?
I'm waitlisted at University of Chicago,
Oh, yeah?
so that's where I'd
maybe
like to go.
Maybe I'll see you over at Hyde Park.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations. We're very proud of you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. Hi, how are you?
Hi, we're wonderful.
What's your name?
My name's Tana Elliott.
You're an event team
Yeah.
from where?
Northeast High School.
And what's your name?
Kate McCall.
Good to see you, Kate. Northeast High School
In Oakland Park, Florida.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so
So
what do
chilly
we
out
got here?
Well, our invention is an emergency water sanitation station.
Okay.
Basically, the idea of our project is to provide clean water to tropical areas in the event of natural disasters.
Right.
It was actually inspired after the earthquake in Haiti when one of our team members went on a missionary trip there, and she told us about the problems that she faced because she could only drink bottled water, and when she took showers, she had to keep her face away from the water to avoid bacterial infections.
Right.
So I'm just going to explain it really quick, and you're welcome to try this out if you would like. It's all powered by this bicycle here, which is steady.
All right.
Yay!
Only because these guys really want this photo. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So basically, as you're riding this bike here,
Okay.
you're producing kinetic energy.
Yep.
And that kinetic energy is then being converted into electricity by this hub motor
Okay.
and powering this battery here.
All right.
And the battery in turn powers our entire electrical component of the invention, which is a water pump, and then 2 ozone generators. But the water filtration process starts out here.
I can show you how this works.
All right.
This is it running.
Okay.
Basically what we did was we put the water over here in the filter. It filtered out sand and sticks and other different kinds of debris.
Right.
Now it's being pumped through here by the
Right.
energy in that battery.
Right.
The ozone from this generator is ozonating that water, which is killing all the bacteria that's in it. Then it's being put into that tank. Once it gets in that tank and it's filled up, we turn on the second generator, which continues to ozonate the water so that it can't be recontaminated. This process takes,
Basically, this is the ozone diffuser, so as the water is in here, it's continuously just diffusing ozone so that it won't get recontaminated.
Okay.
and this whole entire tank of 50 gallons will fill up in about 20 minutes, and you can continue doing it all day. And you don't have to ride the bike all day because you just have to ride the bike
To charge up the battery. Okay. I think it's all charged up now. Well, this is outstanding. So potentially then this would have broad-based applications in a lot of countries where there is water, but it's contaminated water. And the idea would be that you can have a relatively efficient. I'm so proud of you. Now, what grade are you in? 11th grade? You're a senior? Where are you going to school next year?
Going to the University of Florida.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, you're going to be great. And you guys want to keep on pursuing the science of this stuff?
I went to environmental science research.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Well, we're very proud of you. Your parents are too.
Thank you.
Keep it up. All right. Oh, this is not a display. Okay. How are you?
Hi, I'm Bridget. Sarah.
Good to see you. Now, you guys go to the same school?
Yes.
Okay. What's the name of the school?
We're sophomores at Pinelands Regional High School.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. So what do we got here?
Okay, so in 8th grade we took a science and we learned about deforestation and how it affects the world, and we learned that using wood for cooking and heating in third world countries in the house was one of the main factors of deforestation in the world. So
Also,
we
major included carbon emissions and respiratory disease because people are trapped on these types of smoke.
So we invented 3 different presses, the single lever, the cough gun, and the double lever press to create these biomass material briquettes that are made from pine needles, peanut shells, banana peels, corn stalks, and sugar cane. It takes 30 seconds to make one. It burns for 20 minutes long. It creates less toxins in the air than wood, like CO2 and carbon monoxide, and it saves the forest.
That's great. So what's the advantage? Because I see you guys got pine needles here and you got these peanut shells. What's the advantage of it being pressed into a briquette? Is it just it's easier to gather, store, etc., or does it actually change how it burns?
Well, in the briquette shape, since it's more dense, it'll burn longer than if you just throw pine needles into a fire because they're more of like a starter, and these burn as if they were wood.
As if they were wood. So you got a more concentrated flame, it's more compact, it burns longer. So it becomes a replacement. Is that right?
Yeah. Do you want to see one be made?
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Come on, let's check it out.
So we have 3 presses. This is the caulk gun that made kits this size, but they're really small and they didn't work that well. Then we went to the single lever, which it provided some amount of pressure, but not as much as we wanted. Then we went to the double lever. It's 2 levers, so it creates more pressure than the single lever or the caulk gun.
It's a very simple piece of machinery.
It is. So it made them all by ourselves.
I know
So
you
it's
do.
fun.
Look at that.
So you press them,
Watch your fingers. Okay.
and then the farther this way you pull it, the more pressure. Time. And the water drains through the bottom.
Okay.
And you just pop it right at the bottom.
And there's your briquette.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, travel pool. You want to follow me, please?
That's very cool.
Right this way, guys.
Yeah. All right. So well, you guys are not thinking about college yet, so you got 2 more years to attend that stuff before you head off to school. All right. Okay. Keep it up. Thank you. Hi. Let me know. All right. So what do we got here? Some of my son, what grade are you guys?
Okay. Challenge this year was stormwater. So we've created these roads that act as a filtration. So during the rainfall, the water will filter naturally through a filter fabric. Then the carbo pave is made of carbon fiber. So it's not pervious concrete, so it's strong. It goes through a compressed sand and it has different aggregates so
So
that
I'm driving on top of this.
yes.
This is what you think of as asphalt.
That's like our road right now.
It's like a road. Except it's actually made out of cardboard with one battery.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it creates a head of water in the injection wells to pump it to the aquifer. So that's where we basically store it. And it's great because we don't use drains, retention ponds, water treatment machinery, and we're mimicking the natural water cycle.
Our road is basically like a drain in itself, and then it also acts like a bridge because with the carbon fiber, it's heavy enough to sustain all the vehicle weight, and then like the compressed sand is an additional like feature to help it. And then we have different landmarks throughout our city. One of our landmarks is the historical area, which is Fort Salamanca, because our founder was of Spanish descent. And then we also have the Bentley Arena, which is home to our world champion Infinity Mountain basketball team. And then we have a parking tower that automatically parks our transporters. And then our transporters can expand and contract. So it can go from like an 8-seater car to a 2-seater car. And then,
I'll say that.
yeah.
That's exactly one of our advantages. And that by storing so many cars in one area, then you're reducing impervious surfaces.
And then we also have a magnetic levitation train, which we know as the Levitron, and it connects us to nearby cities like Orlando, Cocoa Beach, and then it also takes us throughout our city.
And this city was built as a role model for other cities, so other cities can come and see how it manages the stormwater and put it in their city.
And this
It looks great. I'd love to live there. It's like, just like the Jetsons.
Yeah.
Now, has this inspired any of you guys to want to be engineers or architects?
Absolutely. We've met so many different engineers, and it has taught me that like you can be any type of engineer, and there are just so many fields that it takes to put a city together. And I've just learned so much in the past 2 years.
I never knew anything before I started Future City about like how hard it was to run a city, and then we have to use SimCity at the beginning of the game, at the beginning of the competition, because there's not only the model, there's other aspects.
So then it's so hard like to try to build your own city and keep it running without the budget and everything. And now like I appreciate everything like that the people that build the city do. And then I think I would want to become an engineer now, like to see how cool it is, like how you can make a whole city.
And living in Miami, you always pass by places that are stormwater and like the stormwater around there because it rains a lot. So every time I see the stormwater, I'm like, oh look, we need to fix that. Like, yeah, I know we have some carbon papers, so I'm saying thank you.
We're very proud of you.
Thank
Good
you.
job. All right.
Thank you.
Excellent presentation.
Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck to you.
Thank you. An honor to
Good
meet
luck.
you,
And
Mr.
tell
President.
the rest of your team I said hi. All right?
Okay, I will.
That's great. Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Good. What's your name? What's your daughter?
Good to see you, Weston. What's your name?
Gary Slipper.
Nice to see you. Where are you guys from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. What's the name of the school?
Wooddale High School.
Wooddale High School. All right. So what we got here? You guys have a rocking competition?
It's a Team American Rocket Challenge.
Fantastic.
We have to send rocket 800 feet in 43 to 47 seconds carrying 2 raw eggs.
Carrying 2 raw eggs. And the eggs come down okay?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. That's what I'm saying. Is this the actual rocket or will you just sort of model when you get sent out?
We got to the competition in 10th grade year. These were the first 2 rockets we ever designed as a part of a team. And the rockets that are featured in the photos, those are more sophisticated rockets over the years.
Yeah, those are some big rockets.
Yeah, actually, the big rocket you see in the top left,
Yeah.
it's almost not a big
This is
tall.
That's a big rocket. Absolutely. Well, congratulations. What grade you guys in?
We actually graduated
Every freshman college.
Where you going to school?
Middle Tennessee State University.
at Tennessee Tech.
Wonderful. What are you guys going to be studying?
I'm in flight dispatch for air traffic control, and then I'm doing Air Force RCC, and I'm doing fighter pilot.
Oh, there you go.
Aircraft is AMP, and I'm doing airline engineering.
So this inspired you guys are continuing in the flight business.
Took out knowledge to the next level.
Very proud of you. Congratulations. All right, tell everybody back home I said that. Hi, how are you guys? What's your name? Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. What's your name? Good to see you, Summer. Where are you guys from? Fantastic. Okay, so what do we got going here? You got your robotics going on?
So we're part of the team called the Tom and Klein Pickles.
Okay. I like the name.
We're part of First Lego League. So First Lego League is split into 3 parts. The first part is robot game. Second part is core values, which is like the basic rules and like teamwork. And then there's the project.
Okay, so what was your project?
So our project was, so this year's theme was senior solutions, and so we decided to solve insomnia in the elderly and having trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. And so and when you cool the final sugars of your brain, the activity will slow because when you have insomnia, it's going really fast, and it'll let you go to sleep faster and easier. And so there were some people at the Pittsburgh School of Medicine who ran a trial on a full head cap that covers the whole brain.
That was like some sort of cooling
Yeah, and
property?
it circulated water.
Okay.
And we found, and it was about $300. We found this was about $5.
Much cheaper.
Yeah. And you soak it in water for 10 to 15 minutes, and the little beads in there turn to a gel and stay cool all night long. And we brought it to our local senior center and presented an opera that we sang about our idea. And 80% of the people said that it worked for them.
Is that right? Oh, so you guys get a patent on this thing?
Not yet.
Well, you better before somebody gets an infomercial selling this thing, and it was your idea. But that's outstanding. Well, congratulations.
So this is the robot part of the competition. So that picture right there shows the map of of the competition. So the robot needs to autonomously complete the different
Various
obstacles,
obstacles.
like flip a switch or something like that. So this is a
This was your robot.
demonstration of what the robot
congratulations. You guys are doing great work here. What grade are you guys in again? Sixth grade. That's so impressive. We're very proud of you. Congratulations. Keep with science and math. You guys will invent great things. You already have. You're going to do even better. So, good to see. What grade are you in?
I'm a junior next right now.
Okay. What we got here?
This is a brain-powered robotic prosthetic arm. And I started when I was 14. That was kind of an inspiration. I came with this idea to create this robotic hand that's controlled by a wireless control glove. So you move your hand, the robotic hand will move your movements. Then about a year ago, I kind of had an aha moment. I was at the State Science Fair in Colorado, and a 7-year-old girl came up to me, showed a prosthetic limb from the elbow to the fingertip, one motion, open, close, one sensor. That alone was $80,000, which is expensive. And she was 7 at the time, so she was probably about 2 or 3 of those in her lifetime. That was really inspired me to help on the prosthetic side of everything, and to try and create something that can help people. This is what I made. Everything is designed within SolidWorks or a CAD program. Everything's 3D printed.
Okay.
So it's 3D printed for good.
Yeah,
and yeah, I actually have 2 3D printers in my room. I maybe just have a corner, so I could put that in my corner. And
that's it. You got nothing, room for nothing else.
It's all work and all sorts of stuff.
So this is a prototype that you built, and
this is the 2nd generation of the arm. Yeah. And my goal is to keep it, close to human weight. It's actually weighs less than human arm. The human arm is probably about 9 pounds. It's probably about 7 pounds. Keep it looking like a human and functionality. So we'll operate like a human arm. All the fingers, all sorts of different stuff like that. But the main thing behind this is that this whole physical model combined with a headset that you're able to control each individual movement just based off thoughts and brain waves. It costs right about $400. So it's drastically cheaper than $80,000.
Absolutely.
So
is it working yet?
Yeah, actually, it's about 2 minutes ago.
I know.
Yeah.
But up until 2 minutes ago,
I had it shake your hand. Yeah. It was. I had it come up and just shake your hand.
Well, we'll go ahead and shake hands.
Right?
Because it was working.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Well, that's outstanding. So so are you tinkering with this all day long?
Yeah, this is what I do when I get bored. I mean, it's my room, right? But actually, in about 2 weeks or so, I'll be going out to California with this. I'm pushing this up to MSD for like the last push big things that you do yourself. Have that part like that.
And you should be in touch with our folks at like the Measure.
Definitely.
Because obviously we're constantly developing state of the art.
Definitely. Yeah.
Just that stuff. And I'm sure they'd love to see what you're doing.
Great.
Maybe see what you're doing.
I'm a passion.
Really very proud of you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, what's your name?
Evan
Jackson. And what's your name?
Alex Jackson.
Alex Jackson. Good to see you. So you got the brothers.
Yes, sir.
And then your cousin. Your cousin. So where are you guys from?
McDonough, Georgia.
Well, it's so nice to meet you. And what's the name of your school?
Clifton Elementary.
Okay, so what do you guys got here?
School pads.
School pads. Okay, so tell me, explain to me what you got.
Our idea is to have shoulder pads with the ice pack and then it's built in so they're going to get heat exhaustion.
I see. Okay, so how does it work?
It works by using 3 basic features: the compression shorts and shirt, the shoulder pads, and the helmet.
Okay.
The sensors are in the body, seat back shoulder, the chest, underarm, and neck, and it keeps the body at a steady 90 to 56 degrees. And you have to be wearing this for the shoulder pads to be activated.
outstanding. Congratulations, guys. What grade are you guys in? Oh, wait, I'm all confused now. You're third.
I'm second.
You're in second.
I'm fourth.
You're in fourth grade. Well, what are we gonna say?
And we have full pack. And we let all kids know they can be awesome athletes.
And science. I like that. Well, I'm proud of you guys. Congratulations. All right, I hope you stay with your science. Not just athletics. All right? Proud of you guys. Congratulations. That's excellent. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Brittany Wagner.
Brittany, what do we got here?
Alright, so what I did is I created an artificial neural network, which is a type of program that can actually model the brain's neurons and internet connections. So it can learn to detect patterns that are far too complex for humans to detect.
Okay.
Now I applied this to breast cancer because 1 in 8 women are inflicted with the disease, and it becomes even more personal when someone you know is diagnosed with breast cancer. So my concept is I'm trying to revive the fine needle aspirate. This test is the least invasive procedure women can have. It's also the cheapest and the quickest. But right now it's so inconclusive that a lot of doctors refuse to use it. But using my artificial neural network, doctors can diagnose it correctly 99% of the time in cancer patients.
Have we tested it?
Yeah, so I got 680 samples from the University of Wisconsin because it was public domain.
Right.
But after the Google Science Fair, I've had so many people who want to help me, so I worked with my Canal Medical Center to get more samples. I'm actually working with an institute in Italy as well to test it against dubious samples.
So explain to me what it is that's allowing you to get a more conclusive result that wasn't previously available.
Okay. Yeah, so the way it works is instead of doctors just looking at the cells and trying to make the diagnosis right then, they quantify attributes on a scale of 1 to 10. So there are things like clump thickness. Are the cells mono or multi-layered? Because if they're mono-layered, that might not mean it's cancerous, whereas multi-layered is more of an indicator of cancer. So there are 9 different attributes, but what's really difficult is these masses, which are pictured up there, can exhibit both cancerous and non-cancerous attributes. So my program is able to come up with the optimal algorithm, the optimal mathematic formula to apply to these inputs so that it can reach the desired output.
So same data, just because your algorithm different analysis, more finely tuned, more refined analysis of the data. So it's not that there's a different test taking place, it's just that you're able to analyze it more better.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
Thank you so much.
What year are you in school?
I'm a senior.
Are you?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Where are you going to school?
I just committed to Duke. I got a full scholarship
That's great.
and a lot of support for my research. So I'm really excited.
Well, you're going to do great stuff.
Well, thank you so
Now, in the
much.
meantime, what have you done?
I'm trying to go straight to the track.
Okay, well, you got to watch out for that.
I will do.
You were probably thinking it's an algorithm while you were running. You got to watch where you're running. Congratulations.
Thank you
This
so
is
much.
all impressive.
Wow,
You're going to do great things.
Thank you so much for meeting us today.
Fantastic. You bet. How are you, sir? Good. What's your name? Thomas. Very nice to meet you. Good to see you, Victor. What's your last name? Good to see you. Good to see you. Where are you guys from? Okay. What grade are you?
7th and 8th.
7th and 8th grade. So what do you got here?
Well, this is Best Robotics, and they built it for us and give us a box of raw materials, and we have to build this robot by hand.
Okay.
And complete the task they give us.
That's great. And what was the task?
It was.
It involves a wiffle ball.
That's part of the cargo.
All right.
It's grant to the space station. It represents the space elevator.
I got you. All right.
After they give us the raw materials, we only have 42 days to build the robot.
Okay.
This represents the space elevator that NASA is actually trying to work on to.
It's actually trying to start.
So you want to see it work?
Absolutely. Let's test this sucker out. All right. Oh, sure. You go.
This is bringing cargo up to the space station.
Look at that. It worked flawlessly. That's outstanding. Oh, what do we got here? Just want to point out, Democrat. So how long have you guys been interested in robotics?
I've been in it for 3 years.
3 years? Yeah. Okay, so you guys want to, this sparks an interest where you guys want to get into engineering when you get older? All right. Well, we need more engineers, so we're very proud of you. Congratulations, I know you folks are too. Congratulations. Really proud of you. Great job. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
Sylvia.
Sylvia. Good to see you. What's your last name, Sylvia?
Hi.
And where are you from?
California.
Okay. What part of California?
Sacramento.
All right. Well, what do we got here?
This is the watercolor bot. It paints with watercolors using motors, strings, and pulleys.
Fantastic. So the idea is that I can basically, if I draw something here, it gets duplicated on the paper.
This is called the Raspberry Pi. It's like a mini computer.
Okay.
And it has a Wi-Fi dongle on it. So, and the iPad is connected to the Wi-Fi. And the Raspberry Pi, since it's connected to the iBot board, and the iBot board is practically the brain of the entire watercolor bot.
Okay.
If you put this all together, you're able to draw onto the iPad, and it will draw onto yours.
Fantastic.
You could draw onto the.
You want me to model this? Okay. So do I press like a color first to determine what color this is?
I already got some color.
Oh, so all I have to do is just, you just want me to, what would you like me to draw?
Anything's fine.
Oh, signature's kind of dull. All right, well, we'll just do a logo. All right. Okay. See there? Now, what grade are you in?
6th grade.
6th grade? So how did you get interested in doing this?
I got to go to a maker fair where a whole bunch of people bring all their inventions and experiments and show them off, and I was very inspired. And my dad helped me, and my mom helped me get into science, and I learned how to solder and make lots of interesting inventions.
It's great. Well, you did a great job.
Thank you.
So has this made you more interested in like computer science? I noticed you made a White House logo too. Everybody see this, by the way? Huh? Excellent. Are you thinking about continuing to pursue computer science, or maybe combining it with graphic arts? And all kinds of things you could do there.
All right, cool.
Congratulations. We're really proud of you. All right. Take care.